Now then, let's pick up where we left off. I guess first, we gotta get aboard the ship and get a thing, an event point. Here it is. Cutscene.
You awakened the crystal! I'm so glad to see you're unharmed!
You did it, eh? Well done!
Well, it's not as if we had it easy here. You should have seen the hail of cannon fire. Oh, and by the way, we saw a black airship bearing southwest a short while ago.
Probably a bunch of deserters. Always happens when an enemy is vanquished.
Yep, sure does.
Alright, so that's our indicator of where we need to go. But obviously, I'm doing something different. I wonder if I'm allowed to land anywhere around here. I guess not. Alright, I guess that's fair. But I am going to turn off encounters because I just want to get there. Oh, and for what it's worth, I did do a little bit of grinding. Except it turned out to be not that much at all. I did build up Agnès' dodge tanking abilities. That's the main thing. You may or may not recall, and I totally understand if you don't. The red mage learns support ability called what is it called? Turning the tables or something? Guess I could just look at it. Yeah, turn tables. Just gain BP when you dodge an attack. Why don't I have this? Oh, right. I wanted to confirm what I said before about how 10% up is like relative to what your current evasion is, your current stat, and not like to the base stat. So basically, with turntables, transients, and comeback kid, what we've got is whenever Agnès dodges, which she's got that skill that gives her a free dodge, like an automatic dodge. She will gain attack power, automatically counter, and then gain an extra point of BP. Which means on her next turn, whatever it is that I was planning to do with her, I can add in a refresh of her free or automatic dodge. It's pretty potent.
It's no use. The lock won't open.
And just walking up and
If
trying
you
to open
wish
a
to
door.
pass this gate, seek you the 6 keystones throughout the lands.
Keystones?
Keys of stone? Stones that are keys?
Though the way is barred, 6 number the holes to be filled. I trust you can figure out the rest. The time is ripe to prove yourselves worthy. I shall say no more.
No fair! Couldn't you offer a small hint? Perhaps a name, a color, a shape?
I said I shall say no more. Now off with you. I shall await your return.
Well, so much for that. Is there stuff hiding out here? I'd hide stuff here if I were designing the map, but oh well. Can we get a big view? Did we get one before? Let's just wait for a second. Yep, That's a vampire castle. Alright. Let's see. Yeah. It's a shame that I can't take off from here. But I guess it's fine. Oh yeah, the other thing is, you can now take the short path to get around, which is great. Now, I did come here because I want to buy spells. I've earned enough money that the cost here is absolutely trivial. Take another look at what we've got here. Need any of these. No. I do want to stock up on items though, just in case. You know, let's make it around 50 of the Phoenix Downs. We'll say 30 X potions. $75 high potions sounds good, and then max out regular potions just in case. Need cure some bread too. And I realized I was running a bit low on those. Now, can I take off from here? No. They go out the gate. There we go. So I haven't pointed them out at all because I knew it would come up sooner or later. Okay, not here. But there, here's one. Perfect. Got these monuments that have just kind of dotted the world map. Expected.
Dragon! Here it comes!
Alright, what are we up against? Not sure which one that is. Looks pretty dark though. Hopefully this will work out. Sure. Oh, can I do... Wait, no. I was thinking I could do poison exterminate, but if this is a dark dragon, it's going to block that. Alright, this will be fine. This will all be fine. There, see, that's a little bit of... It didn't come with the counter, but that's what Agnès can do now. Oh, Earth Eye, uh-oh. Alright. So I guess this is the Earth Dragon, because I'm now susceptible to Earth damage. That's not ideal. And it overwrites the thing I had too. Great, that's cool. Why not? Try to get that holy weapon out anyway.
I'm bored of you.
At least it amplifies magic attack. I hope I don't end up paying dearly for what I just did there with Tiz. Great. Yeah, the dragons usually do dance like this. It is undeniable. Also, hello. Welcome to you. Right. This is not going as well as I'd hoped. Ooh. That was definitely not what I was hoping to see. Alright. I can work with this, though. After this. Can't believe I'm already back on the back foot after all this, but it'll all work out. Try to mug this dragon, see if it's got any decent drops, which I don't actually know if it does. Earth drop. Wow, that was not worth it. I should really focus more on staying alive.
I'm bored of you.
Well, it's gonna drop something. It's just that apparently the stealing loot table is not particularly good. Let's see. Want to build up her brave points. She needs to guard. Just guard everyone. Let's see. wants to waste moves doing that, then, you know, that's okay with me. Doesn't have anything else. Sometimes bosses like this have more than one drop. Or more than one thing to steal. Let's find out. That went so fast I didn't even notice. Alright. Take two. That one's on me. Okay, it does have something. Again, going for the poison cast. We'll see what happens. Alright. Didn't guard it. I guess I'll keep going for damage. Dragon Fang, of course. Alright, just want to build up BP. I guess now I can just attack with Agnès. Fine. Or, wait a second. I do want this, but do I have a good... Yeah, that should be good. Gonna be my best source of wind damage. That's all I'm getting, but that's okay. May have bitten off more than I could chew. If only I had access to, like, a wind sword magic. That would help a lot. But oh well. Maybe I'll save for Godspeed Strike. Yeah, wind beats Earth. That's probably not that surprising. Alright, this is gonna be interesting. let's see. It might be time to do a little rejuvenation.
Divine glow.
Ah, yeah, that's valid. Is it strictly Pokemon rules? Now that you say it like that, I don't know if that's always the case. I mean, generally you got your light versus dark or whatever. That's a thing. Wind beats earth. What would beat wind? Drawing a blank. I can't remember if it's a circle or if it's just like opposing elements. I better get a special out. Yeah, infinity. Why not? That.
You end here!
That was a pretty powerful attack for Agnès. At least for the Agnès I remember. Yeah, we'll throw out a piercing bolt. Piercing bolt did not pay off. Great. Great. Try it again.
Don't fall for me now.
Oh! Didn't realize. Because of the username. Hello. Again. Afraid of that. Alright. I think I'm going to cheese things a little bit.
Second.
Run if you like. I'll give you 5 seconds. Give us strength!
Oh, that was a lot of healing. Alright. So, get that rampart back up, get everyone protected. Get her defense thing going. Build special. It's always key. Rebuild your specials. Hot tip from me to you. Throw out fire spells because that's... Well, alright. This is fine. I can make do with this. This is why I stocked up on those items. Throw out another rampart. Air splitter? Sure. Gotta get that out real quick like. I'm gonna go for the poison cast. If I can land a poison hit,
I'll give my all.
that would be incredible. No fair. Alright. More cheesing.
Bravely second!
Alright, So due to the nature of how I'm doing this, I can't really use, I can't really build up this SP that lets me interrupt the battle to just do whatever I want.
There's no escape. Regret all you like. It's too late now.
So I
Don't come crying to me now.
may have
Two. Give me strength.
implemented a cheat that just maxes it automatically. If I were playing this completely legit, what I would need is what I would do is I would put the 3DS to sleep, just literally close it. But okay.
It's bravely second.
But I can't really do that. They have not figured out a way to pull that little trick off.
We get SP when the system sleeps, right?
We do, and I can't.
It's
That's exactly what I was just saying. I can't actually put the system to sleep. So I'm just kind of cheesing it like this. Basically, I don't want to have to start this fight all over again. I just don't want to lean too heavily on it.
Now you've gone and made me mad. Here's my ace in the hole.
But now that I've opened that can of worms, I think what I'll do is a little of this.
What? Sleep mode isn't the only way to get SP?
Oh, right. There is one other way to get SP. And that's with microtransactions, because they thought, well, that was the thing to do in, what was it, 2014, 2015, when this game first came out? Alright, that's as well as I'd hoped. Alright. Look for another Rampart. I need to get her evasion skill. Let's see if I can absorb that black mat or that earth attack. Alright, so far so good. It kind of is. It's the way it works is God, it's like, how much was it? I want to say $1 per refill. And a refill would be like 3 points. It was a thing. Alright, can't really do anything with her. Things stand. I should have built my party to do more damage. Oh well. Actually, hold off. That's okay. That's I can justify that. Godspeed strike, try to ignore physical defense. That should come in handy, I hope. Oh yeah. Boost elemental attacks on my elemental attacker. How about? And, yeah, okay.
Let's start the show.
Good enough. Yeah, you know what? I'll do a little cheesing this way too. Alright. I can cure the paralysis. Rejuvenation. For extra moves. And then just more spell spam. What'll really help, and what I haven't been doing a great job of, is chaining all my special attacks together. That was a very poor chain.
It's bravely second.
So here we go. Once again with the cheese, because I would rather get through this battle. Anything else?
Now I'm mad.
Yeah, see, yeah.
You're
I am
not
mad.
getting off the hook. Apologize, and I might let you go.
It's not going to be that easy, but that sure would be nice if it was. Let's see. Potion. Have to do it. Right. Wow, that seemed like a lot of bullshit that kind of happened all at once. Wasn't able to keep the chain going. That's annoying. Guess that's just life. That's right, I can use the Yggdrasil staff can cure that paralysis. And, oh, there it goes. See, that's exactly what I was trying to avoid. Oh no. Ah, hell. God damn it. Okay. Let's see if there's anything I can do to make that easier on myself. I can alter my ability loadouts. Alright, here we go. Specials, I definitely want to adjust. I'm gonna make them all wind. For starters. Okay, perfect. And that one's actually... we'll turn that... Oop, nope. Turn that to wind like that. Okay. Well, that will help, maybe. Hopefully. What do I want to give her? Yeah, I've noticed that the chat lag has been kind of an issue, but oh well. Alright, so here we go, take 2.
Dragon! Here it comes!
That rampart going. Dodge tanking. Try to keep him safe. Yeah, it's a shame, but we did go down. We'll try it again. Let's see. Yeah, we'll open up with the holy weapon.
Enough!
When I figured that this quest would take a while, I didn't think it would take kind of all day, but it's fine. Varies aid to amplify his attack magic even further. Of course, I got hit with the paralysis. At least he can't do that 2 in a row. I'm gonna try to do 2 in a row.
Bravely second.
Yeah, okay. Nope, not on herself, on everyone else. That's fine.
Beyond all limits. While the system sleeps, we gain SP.
Very informative, thank you,
There is
Agnès.
another way to get SP without sleep.
Alright,
Bravely second.
here's where I come in with Tiz. Do a little of this.
Run if you like. I'll give you 5 seconds. Let's go!
Funny that he's saying that when I'm doing heals and not an attack. Alright, did the cheat run out because of the reset? Is that what just happened? I sure hope it comes back. If not, I might just have to, like, fiddle with something on my end. Still got the ramparts, that's good. Try to extend the special bonus. Guess we'll just do it again.
Divine glow!
Alright, yeah, let me see if I can... Alright. I'm wasting valuable time here, but I'm doing it anyway. Oh well, it didn't quite work. Maybe it'll come back if I if I die again. Gotta cure his paralysis. I already forgot that I can use the items to do that. Oh god. Everything's just happening all at once. Make it stop. Okay. If it wasn't for that paralysis that comes with the attack, even if I can nullify the damage, this would be going a lot more smoothly, I think. Something like this.
Enough!
Pretty good hit. Little hack and slash. Add some speed? Why not? That's probably a good idea.
I'll give my all.
See, that's the kind of thing I'm looking for. This is why I need to get my specials out.
Give us strength!
Yeah, I need to get... I don't really need to get the Rampart out again, but... so I'll just do some attacking. Yeah, status attack effects really are the worst. Ah, good, I have another piercing bolt I can throw out.
Enough!
It should hopefully get me through. Okay. keep the chain going. That's the important thing here.
Come, sacred light!
I don't think I adjusted her. That's okay.
I'll give my all.
So hit counts are a way to add more damage. Sort of. Guessing this is where the Megaton Press will come in, as it so often likes to do. So I should have guarded with Ring a Bell, but I did not. Alright. Right? We'll again go with the buff.
Don't fall for me now.
So his magic attack is up to 150. That's good. That's fine. Oh, there it goes. Hooray! That's one down, and only 5 more to go.
We won.
Why, you have mastered my contrivance and defeated its guardian. Very well. I shall grant you the Earth Keystone.
That voice. Lord DeRosso?
This stone must be one of the keys to Vampire Castle.
How do you know it's called Vampire Castle?
All right, 5 more to go.
I know it's called Vampire Castle, but how does he know? Alright, let's take off. Alright, so that's 1. For the others. Shouldn't be too hard to find. All I really have to do is kind of just wander around. And I can do that easily enough. Here's another one. No, I think. I want to adjust my abilities. Sword magic was really not doing anything for me. I do instead. Piracy. That's going to be a little more useful. I can use that to inflict debuffs. And I still don't have my SP back, and I don't know what's up with that. It did not work because it was in battle. Will reapplying the cheat outside of battle make it work again? Did not? Oh boy. Vampire Castle does, in fact, have a vampire in it. We have met him before in the previous stream. Let's see, the other thing I wanted to do, now that I think about it, I kind of don't know what element is going to be at which place. But I think I'm just going to make all of the attacks non-elemental and then just have them do bonus damage to dragons. It seems like the safest way to avoid having to do too much menuing between fights. Because otherwise, I could be in for a bad time. Alright, well thanks for stopping by, I appreciate it. And have a good night, or what's left of it. Peace. Where I am, in there. Alright. Save all that. I'm gonna try this next one.
Here it comes!
Oh, that looks like a fire dragon. I don't know, just a guess. I'm gonna do a little thing here. I've got a ice flame shield. A little less defense, but it does make me immune to fire damage. So, here we go. Where the hell is the... Oh, do I not have the one that lowers its attack yet? Okay, well... Same principles are going to apply, at least. Ah, okay. Still. I can make this work. I know Ring a Bell just went down. I can make this work. I don't think, this boss throws his status effects with his, fancy attack all move. So I might be in luck here. Which is another way of saying I might have just had bad luck last time. painful, but I can still manage. Ain't dead yet. Time for rejuvenation.
Let's go!
I think I can crank up the speed again. Lower this guy's defense too while I'm at it. Can't guard. Can't use my SP for whatever reason. This is turning real dicey real fast. Alright, well, I think I was on the right track. I have to do it again. I might see if there's anything I can replace this with, because I'm not really using it very well. Buffing would be good. Yeah, we'll try that. Buffing when I can't heal, or when I don't need to heal, strictly speaking. Especially because I can recover BP with that. So let's see. When it's over, though, I'm going to start building up my special. That is priority number 1. I can do singing for, say, extra defense. That's not fair. He's not supposed to do that twice in a row. Salamander's a jerk. I'm very tempted to just try to win like this. Just dodge tank through everything, because the funny thing is, The dragons only use physical attacks. I can keep myself going for quite a while. This is pretty stupid. And if it comes down to it, I will win that fight. But I don't want to solo the boss like this. Let's see what happens.
Come, sacred light!
Yeah, I can manage with this. See if this pays off. Annabelle goes for 4 2s. I really need to remember that. Tell him, Annabelle. What other singing should I do?
Forgive me!
Hey, Frost. Yep. There be dragons. Want a dragon hunting side quest. That's turning out to be to be honest, a little rougher than I anticipated, but I'm trying to make it work. Just what I was afraid of. Alright, let's see, a little of this, a little of that. Yeah, like I said, it's going a little rougher than I'd hoped. But I'm trying to stick through it. I was trying to cheese it earlier, and then my cheesing methods kind of fell through. Don't know what exactly happened there, but here we are. Oh, there we go. Well, that went down a lot easier than I thought. First one kind of took me a while.
We won.
You have defeated my guardian. Very well. I shall grant you the fire keystone.
All right. 4 more to go.
Yeah, well on our way. There's 6 in all, so... Yeah, so... the vampire, DeRosso, his castle is locked by a big old door that needs 6 keystones, and he said, well, go find the 6 keystones, and then you can enter. The keystones are at these little monuments that are scattered around the world. Yeah. Okay. I think we'll be safe here.
Here it comes!
Let's see, what's this guy? This guy has to be the Dark Dragon, right? Jabberwock? Okay. Oh, this is a side quest. This is a purely side quest. But would you believe that it leads to an extra job? Alright. Oh, well, there goes Tiz. Tis the end of him. That's a little better. No, it's not the Dragoon class. Already got that one. But I like where you're thinking. Oh, there's only one prize that awaits for us at Vampire Castle. Alright, wait a second. Can I cheese that, can't. Rude. Alright. I don't have anything to weaken his attacks. It's kind of bothered. Oh well. That's the only thing I can do is sing. Oh no, he's doing the thing that I hate. The last one didn't have it. And sometimes these dragons do status effects with their big party-wide attack, like that fearsome breath. Dread is not good because I cannot... I can neither brave nor default with Dread inflicted. So let me see, what cures that? Does Asuna cure that? It does. So I'm gonna have to pull out some stops here. A little something like that. Alright, that's not cool. That is extremely not cool. So any effect that would grant me BP is nullified Oh, I got this. That'll do it. This will work. This will pay off. Alright, that's a bit that counts as a reset in a manner of speaking. Try Radiant Blast. Let's see how much damage Radiant Blast does. Wow, okay. Problem is, Adia is so slow that she can't get too many hits in. I guess if I try to lower the Jabberwocky's speed, I guess it's just Jabberwock. And a Y at the end, was there? Alright. Crank things up again.
Let's end this quick.
Split, I suppose, would be good. I can't believe that the dodge tank is the only reliable strat that I've got going on here. Keep the specials going. The most important rule.
Come, sacred light!
I'll hold off with the I'll try to get another special off the Ring of Bell. Alright. Rampart. Sure. Oh, yeah, let's do a hack and slash. For sure.
Be gone!
Simple yet effective. Extremely rude. There's that dread. Yes. Where's my cure for dread? Awesome. Okay. Just about running out, so I guess I need to take that off.
Let's go!
Wow, that was more timely than I anticipated. Medea still lost her BP, so there's nothing I can do about that. Yeah, you know what? We'll throw out an infinity. Oh, yeah, and a little of that too. Why not? And actually, yeah, I can get Mia back into decent shape with regards to her specials, her BP. That's the
No
one.
end here.
There. Now we're getting somewhere. Yeah, let's try Withering Ripple.
I saved this for you.
I did save it for him. Once again with the Rampart. Now he's weak to fire. That was just rude. Alright, see, this is why I wanted to have the max BP, SP. Okay, that's good enough. Keeps the chain alive. Oh, slight miss there, but not even weak to fire anymore. It's rude. Alright. Fine, I'll make this work. Everyone's got Rampart. Good. Just a random bite. Don't you damage dispersion be like that? Right, I broke the chain. That's a shame. I'll live with the consequences. So much for living with the consequences. Alright. It's okay. Fine. Fill up everyone's BP. Why not? I guess that's why not. Alright. Phoenix down. Cure Dread. Cure Dread.
Divine Glow!
Yeah, it's slow going, but it's a steady pace. More or less. We'll just get him with back-to-back specials. How's that?
I'll give my all.
That adds physical attack,
Do
right?
not stand
No,
in my
hit count.
way.
Adds more hit count. That works too. Alright, 3 down. I'm so close to leveling up White Mage and Black Mage again.
We won.
You have defeated my guardian. Very well. I shall grant you the Dark Keystone.
All right. 3 more to go.
Yeah, we're already halfway there. Okay, let's see. I'm sure there's one somewhere around here. You'd think there'd be something up here. There is something up there. It's just not what we're looking for at this time, I guess. That's probably it. Alright.
Here it comes!
Hey, what do you know? It's, Mizuchi. What the heck are you weak to? I should open up a ramp. Are you weak to fire? Oh. Weak to thunder, yes. Alright, there we have it. Oh. Yeah, you're right. It's a water boy. The water boy. I guess so. Ah, see, that's why I wanted that rampart out. That's okay. I mean, is it okay? I can only hope. we can inflict stop. That's a worry. Guess I want the BP from rejuvenation. That's probably a good idea. And I guess I should buff my magic attack while I'm at it.
Enough!
Let's go!
This is very doable. Even when things seem to be going bad, I can still salvage. Of course, knowing my luck, this is probably going to be when he does his... Oh, huh. Right. Hit him with the triple combo, defense lowering. See if I can't goad him into attacking Agnès for no practical effects. Perfect. What I wanted to see.
Divine glow!
Okay. I'd say we're getting somewhere.
Here I come!
Amp up that magic attack some more. Dio was stopped. That's not ideal. Let's see, I think spell cures stopped. So we'll try that. Hopefully I don't regret that decision. Yeah, it's fine. Okay. This is okay.
Give us strength!
This is generally how things go. Once you get towards this point in the game. You just spam your specials as quickly as you can. I'd say I'm making some pretty good progress. You know what? Let's throw out another piercing bolt.
I saved this for you.
But this is also why you dual wield in this game, especially with your mages. Like, yeah, sure, you could, I don't know, try to protect them with shields or something. Give them some extra defense. Or you can just do things like this. Some kind of low-level attacks, low-level specials to keep things alive. I probably should have used another special, but I didn't. It's fine. Throw this out and see if it goes quickly enough. It didn't go at all. Okay. That's alright. Okay. Nice thing about ninjas is they're fast. Oh, of course. It's on the brink. Why wouldn't it be? Alright. Chugging right along.
We won.
You have defeated my guardian. Very well. I shall grant you the water keystone.
All right. 2 more to go.
I guess it's just kind of the rhythm I fell into. The first one took me considerably longer. I did wipe to the first one. I guess I wiped to the second one. But the second wipe was a little faster. It didn't feel as bad. I just kind of had to relearn the basic strategy, I guess. The fundamentals of what I'm trying to accomplish. So I gotta do it this way. Just to be on the safe side again.
Here it comes!
Shinryu! Okay. We're fighting some kind of super dragon now. Alright. Yeah, let's do that. Get the buffs going right away.
Come! Sacred light!
Alright. This is the light one. Figures. Fine. It's actually very fine, because I think Adia is probably best as a support role with what I've got her doing. I can make do with not actually, I'm gonna go for some quickly. Throw poison out, hope it sticks. It keeps missing. One more time.
Do not stand in my way!
Ah, well. That's about what I expected. Healing. Secretly building up 2 types of special. Agnès, in so doing.
Give us strength!
The blindness shouldn't be an issue.
Let's end this quick!
Okay. That works.
You end here!
I think I've gotten to a point where I can just try to use Rampart every turn, anytime someone loses their guard. Yeah, that's gonna work out. Might be able to get in deep enough for a buff. And there's a triple element. Party wide buff and hope I don't pay for it. Should be fine.
Let's go!
buffs going. And another piercing bolts, why not? Just in time.
Get lost.
Still don't actually need it. Uh-oh. Somehow I disconnected. But I'm still recording. Okay. Alright, had a little bit of a hiccup there with my internet connection, but it seems to be fine, so don't worry about it. Alright, I'm connected to chat, but... Guess I'll put it in the chat. Okay. As soon as I said that, of course, I got the notification. Maybe you heard it, that I'm back. Alright, now. Where was I? Things are still looking good. Despite that hiccup. It just cut out? Okay, that's about what I expected. Yeah, alright. Good. You have not missed anything, just me doing my thing. Wondering what might have happened. I don't know. It was something to do with my internet. Let's see. Back. Of power. Little devil. Kind of amplify everyone's abilities. Oh, this couldn't hurt.
Come, sacred light!
Very timely. The odds of any of these attacks hitting are pretty low. Actually, unless I do this. Forget what I just said. I'm gonna be just fine. Yeah, okay. It's been a while since I've done a Godspeed strike, so let's see how that goes. I should do it this order.
Don't blink.
Yeah. Guard, build up for BP. I'm starting to think I should tweak my build with Adia for just a bit, because if she's going to be guarding a lot, if she's going to be using defaults a lot, I should probably switch her to a weapon that, you know, actually builds up its special when she defaults. Just a thought.
Think you're ready?
Now we can keep spamming specials, just like I said earlier. Oh, there we go. Beautiful. Oh, dual wield on Agnès. Great. That's good.
We won.
You have defeated my guardian. Very well. I shall grant you the light keystone.
All right. One more to go.
All right. That's a pretty good clip. What support ability can I give? Counter's not super duper important. Will confuse immunity help? Probably. I don't think there's anything else I really want. The bait light might have been useful, but that's fine. We'll go with that for now. Change her over to the Kikuichi Monji. Oh, right. I also better make sure that her specials are all neutral. Dragon Slaying. I don't know. Moon Shadow, that can be Blind Touch. Breaking Wave. Sure, that's all good. Oh, I can just take off from here. Alright, that's fine. Now the last one should be, as I recall, it's not around this part, it's in the desert. I think I passed by it, yeah, I'm gonna say, I'm pretty sure I passed by it on the way to the Thieves' Den. Alright, save menu's over on the side here on the bottom screen.
Here it comes!
Alright, now this is a wind dragon. I don't think there's any doubt about that. Once again, getting that early BP buff.
Give us strength!
It's actually weak to fire. I just kind of picked fire at random. I was not anticipating being correct. I guess it kind of has to be, doesn't it? Oh, in that case, Agnès, where is it? I can equip Flame Tongue, which is maybe a tiny bit weaker, but sure does fire damage. Works. That's a little more painful, admittedly. But, again, nothing I can't salvage. Oh, if I'm gonna do that, though. Look at those damage numbers. That's what we need to see.
I saved this for you.
Keep it going. Keep it rolling. This is how I choose to fill the air. Getting a lot of ring-a-bell steam. Oh. Alright, that's making things dicey, but... Can I hold on? Maybe. I know, things were going so well until suddenly they were not. No, it was maybe, yeah, it was exactly what I was hoping for.
Do not stand in my way!
Oh, I guess I should have done that. Adia's commands in reverse order. This will pay off, though, in the end, maybe? Okay, yeah. Any turn where the dragon does nothing, I will take.
Divine Glow!
And I got what I was hoping for with Agnès, getting that counter, that dodge and counter. Sure, get a little moon shadow going. Another piercing bolt.
Don't blink.
Just trying to pour on the damage as much as I can at this point.
Good luck!
Extremely weak, but oh well. So it goes. I can fix it with one of those.
Follow me!
Wow. Max damage. 7,000 damage on the counter. That is what we like to see. Now I just have to hope that this guy doesn't do it twice. That's good enough. Agnès the Dragon Slayer. Lord. Critical amp. That might be fun.
We won.
You have defeated my guardian. Very well. I shall grant you the Wind Keystone.
All right. We have them all now.
Yeah, we do.
Let's return to Vampire Castle with haste.
Yeah, we will. Alright, let's see what the village has for me. Okay. Phew. Yeah, they really did call it Vampire Castle. They're not shy about what they're trying to do here. I might actually technically be faster if I go this way. I kind of wish there was a fast travel system for when you were flying, or at least an autopilot system. I guess not. Can't have nice things. Alright, we gotta go through Central Command. That's alright. I still have encounters turned off. I'm hoping that's not going to screw me over. Oh, right. I want to take a quick peek at what new ability I just got. Critical amp. Damage dealt from critical hits will be 2.5 times normal. Applies to magic and item critical hits as well. Good to know. Alright, there's a thing about Vampire Castle that I may or may not be remembering incorrectly. I guess we'll find out soon enough. Yeah, we'll just...
Did you hear that sound?
Frame those keystones in there.
The gate is finally unlocked.
That was anticlimactic. He could have at least included a flash, a bang, or a puff of smoke.
Let's head in before Ringabel has a chance to flap his gums again.
Good idea.
It's freezing in here. Even colder than it is outside.
Look at all those paintings.
Did we just stumble into an art gallery?
They all have a sort of forlorn look to them.
Ring a bell is canceled. Alright. Okay, good. I did misremember it, but in a way that benefits me. So I will not elaborate further. But we are going to get story time soon. You know, as I loot the place, might as well.
My, what a large portrait. Is that Lord DeRosso?
His wife was sure an attractive one. Oh, and it says something under the painting. Lester, eldest son of the House of DeRosso, future clergyman of the Crystal Adventists and cardinal of the Crystal Orthodoxy.
So the blue chest needs a special key that you unlock through plot. So I have to ignore it for now. It's just the way it is. But convenient, like basically every dungeon has one, I think. But I did put it on the map so that I'll know exactly where it is when it's time to, you know, clean up.
Born in the land of Eternia on a cold winter's day. So, that's his mother, not his beautiful young wife. And that little baby is Lord DeRosso.
Clergyman? Of the Crystal Adventists?
Is something the matter, Agnès?
The Crystal Adventists were the predecessors of the Crystal Orthodoxy. It is now known as the Old Faith, but it hasn't been practiced in over 2,400 years. How could he have been a member of the Adventist clergy? According to this portrait, Lord DeRosso is incredibly old, even ancient.
For all intents and purposes,
Yes,
he is.
indeed. For I was born of these frozen lands in a time some 2,400 years from this day.
I mean, look at all these vampire shenanigans he's got going on.
And
look.
this portrait?
Puff of smoke.
I was but an infant, as you can see. This is a reproduction, however. The original was lost long ago to fire.
And I love the way that Tiz was completely unfazed by DeRosso's sudden appearance. Just had to get that out there.
And what of the part that reads, clergyman of the Crystal Adventists and cardinal of the Crystal Orthodoxy?
Yes. As Wind Vestal, you would be expected to take interest in such matters. But here I delve into the matter of the Old Faith and the Orthodoxy. Allow me to tell of the founding of this land. As you may well know, this land had long been ruled by the Crystal Orthodoxy. However, 15 years passed, the Templar rose up and occupied their lands. Thus was the Duchy of Eternia born. Or so I expect you have been taught. However, the Templar did not found a new state. In truth, he restored an ancient dynasty.
He did?
Long before the Crystal Orthodoxy ruled this land, it was known as the Kingdom of Eternia. In a time 2,400 years past, Eternia was a bountiful land blessed with 4 distinct seasons.
Wow, they had weather.
The highlands were not as lofty as they are today. People and ideas flowed freely from other lands. The kings of Eternia were protectors of the Earth Crystal and the Crystal Adventists, ruling in peace for generations. To the west lay the castle of the House of DeRosso, hereditary dukes of Eternia with royal blood in their veins. Relations with the royal family were good, and ever did the kings of Eternia treat the dukes of our house with kindness. In return, the House of DeRosso did faithfully serve generations of Eternian kings.
Yep, so we're getting some background, some lore. Normally this place would be filled with rather tough encounters, but I'm not in the mood for that right now. So we're just going through encounterless. Will I suffer for lack of levels? I don't think so. I hope not. But yeah, he's just popping in and out. I guess once he did it the first time, when they met him for actual plot reasons, that was enough, and now they're just used to it. Yeah, every floor there's another painting.
What magnificent vestments. This must be none other than Lord DeRosso.
Another chapter in the DeRosso biography.
'Tis a portrait of my ordainment as Cardinal of the Orthodoxy. I was as yet... No, let us move on to other matters. I was born of the House of DeRosso, hereditary Dukes of Eternia. Blessed was my youth. My parents showered affection upon me, and I was beloved by the people. And the king bestowed favor upon me as well. Upon royal recommendation, I was made a cleric of the Crystal Adventists, the old faith, in my 19th year. I devoted my body and soul to my clerical duties, for king, for kingdom, for faith. Sleep became an oft-missed luxury. But before long, a new tide began sweeping through the Crystal Adventists. There were those who wanted the clergy to control the 4 crystals of Luxendark, rather than local monarchies and temples. That belief formed the core of the Crystal Orthodoxy. The Eternian royal family, keepers of the Earth Crystal, immediately assented to this new way. I soon found myself appointed to the position of Cardinal in the Orthodoxy. Me, a mere cleric. Cardinal DeRosso. Those were my days of glory. Even now, the mere sound of the then new title is dear to me. The old faith was remade entirely into the Crystal Orthodoxy, and the decision was made to elect a Grand Patriarch to rule. Thereupon, cardinals throughout the world gathered for a conclave to elect the first Grand Patriarch.
Can they not say Pope?
Amid the conclave's maelstrom, I was approached by a cardinal who wished for me to vote for his choice. I suppose it was my youth and sincerity that made me reject the notion out of hand. But that was my downfall, for I was forced from the position of cardinal by the fraudulently elected Grand Patriarch. I had been but fervent in my beliefs and ideals. What I did only for the Orthodoxy, and for the people of this world.
The old faith in the Orthodoxy. The Kingdom of Eternia and the Duchy. That was all a bit hard to follow.
I don't think it
I
was.
agree. There are no major differences in teachings between the Old Faith and Orthodoxy. They both revere the 4 crystals. I have heard that the Adventists gave way to the new and truer ideas of the Orthodoxy and faded away.
No wonder the Old Faith was abandoned.
Yet there is more to the story, for history is not more than accounts recorded by the victorious. To solidify their power, the victors showered contempt upon the vanquished.
Of course they did.
So it was those who held the reins of power within the Orthodoxy relentlessly pressed for the Adventists' eradication. No one recalls the words of the vanquished if the victorious write them out of history. 'Tis as if they had never existed.
I'd been taught that the battle between the 2 faiths had been fierce, and in its wake, devastation persisting to this day covered all the lands.
That is an uncharacteristically accurate account for the Orthodoxy, save for their false reckoning of time. It was after the Orthodoxy had begun ruling the world that the endless conflict with the Adventists began. I should know, for I was there to bear witness firsthand.
Lord DeRosso, how could you possibly be that old?
Guess we'll find out in the next chapter of his story. Oh, the epic oratory, huh? Oh no. Ringabel was sleeping on his feet. Oh, that's all right. Oh, Adia. There's something here? No, just a little useless alcove. No treasure. Ooh, that's actually really good. I want to equip that right away. Go with the Masa. Greatly increases intelligence. That's the magic attack stat. So obviously that's going on the Ring a Bell. Now, Thamasa has to be some kind of, like, mythological reference I just don't get. Because I don't think it's a coincidence that it was also the name of that one village in Final Fantasy VI. The one place where humans could actually use magic. But I've never looked into it.
This one shows a castle in flames.
A large army surrounds it. It looks as if it could fall at any moment.
Is this not this very castle? See, this is the western corridor right here.
There's another castle burning in the distance. It's near where Eternian's central command is today.
So then, that's the Orthodoxy's head temple in flames?
Nay, the distant castle in flames belonged to the King of Eternia, and the castle in the fore, 'tis the abode of my family, the House of DeRosso.
But why? Why would such a terrible thing?
The Kingdom of Eternia was suddenly beset by a great host from another land. We would later come to know that it was a four-state coalition sent by order of the Crystal Orthodoxy. They had been told the King of Eternia sought a return to Adventism and was arming for war against the Orthodoxy. The Grand Patriarchy used this fiction to order a great muster of forces from across the lands. Alas, I failed to heed the many warning signs. I rejected the scheming Cardinal's choice for Grand Patriarch. But he succeeded in luring votes from other factions, and his became the ruling faction of the Grand Patriarchy. It was they who wished to establish Crystal Orthodoxy as the uncontested world religion. Under their orders, the castle of the Eternian King was besieged. It fell in mere weeks. Before long, the great host was at the gates of our castle, and my father lay brutally murdered. The water supply was poisoned, and the Orthodoxy's forces drew an ironclad ring around the castle. By then, the castle sheltered naught but the elderly, the young, the wounded. There was no hope of resistance. I was forced to sue for peace, even offering my own mother as hostage per their demands. Yet that failed to break the siege. The commoners who had placed their faith in my family and me slowly starved to death. It was then that a letter arrived from a man. That man was the Cardinal, who had sought to influence my vote.
I just want to pause only because I realize that he's got like a lot of ground to cover in his story. But man, just offering up your own mom as a hostage to break a siege? That's some rough stuff. I hope it wasn't as sudden as he made it sound in his story. There's like some long deliberations and she agreed to it to try to save the people. But I don't think we're going to get any further elaboration on what went into that decision.
The Fiend was now the officer in charge of the attack. He wrote that he would not accept my surrender. Such was the hatred he bore for me. Such hatred that he was willing to let countless innocents die. My mother had been murdered. Our castle was consumed in flames. That is the painting you see here.
How could the Orthodoxy do such a thing?
This all reminds me of what happened during the Great Plague.
Indeed. Perhaps the Templar and I are not so very different. To be betrayed by what you believe in. To have your family and those you protect murdered. Though we do not see eye to eye, perhaps it is a shared sorrow that binds us.
See, now we're starting to get some relevant information. Slowly but surely. I think the Great Plague came up in Victoria's backstory. I don't know. It was only a couple days ago, but I've already kind of blocked that out from memory. I don't know. The things that Victoria's job can do are pretty good, but I kind of don't like dealing with Victoria in general.
Look!
Such fierce flames.
Though I wish not to remember that day, it is indelibly etched upon my mind.
I don't wish to remember it, which is why I painted
How did you
it.
survive?
The Orthodoxy lay siege yet would accept no surrender. My mother, father, relatives, and my people lay dead. It was then I set our castle ablaze. But as the flames began to lick my body, something slipped into me. Betrayed by the precepts I believed in, was I not bitter? Robbed of my beloved homeland, my dearest of kin, my people, slain. Amid such despair, was I content to simply welcome death? Nay, I heard a voice. Accept me, and I shall grant life everlasting. Though it shall be filled with grief, thou shalt have all eternity to wreak vengeance upon thine enemies. Did I forge a dark pact with some fiendish entity that day? Or was it a rebirth, triggered by a future me, reaching back to the past? Panicked upon failing to find my body, the Orthodoxy chose to denounce my family and me as ghoulish vampires. Thus have I been living an immortal existence ever since.
Then the name Vampire Castle
Is quite literal.
A lie
No.
that has been perpetrated by the
Not
Orthodoxy
literal at all.
for some 2,400 years. Though it is true I am immortal, I am no vampire. I find the smell of blood too revolting to ever drink it. Having said that, I have done naught to quell the rumors. In truth, I endeavored to embellish them.
But yeah, I've been fibbing when I kept calling him a vampire. He's not a literal, actual vampire. I think it's funny that he just can't stand the smell of blood. He's just copying the aesthetic.
My ability to transform myself into a bat and grow these fangs are the fruits of many years. Long, long years of effort. Tell me, O Vestal of the Wind, what does the Crystal Orthodoxy have to say about the passing of the first Grand Patriarch?
Yeah, he
He
just...
chose the second Grand Patriarch and prayed for peace and the well-being of the faithful as he passed peacefully from this world.
Yeah, he just learned the magic through lots and lots of practice to give himself fangs and turn into a bat. In truth, he's basically a cosplayer, yes. He's got all the abilities. He just doesn't want to drink the blood. He doesn't need to drink the blood. He's immortal.
Passed peacefully from this world, you say? I know the truth to be far different.
What do you mean?
The first Grand Patriarch was assassinated, along with his Archbishop, the man who had been my bane. The assassin himself tells you this. There is no other truth. That was when I forsook this land. Soon after, sightings of the vampire Lester DeRosso began to crop up throughout the world. I became a veritable Duke of Darkness, forging ties with those bearing hatred toward the Orthodoxy, and those it had oppressed. I was the enemy of man, the hated and feared vampire. But more than that, I was known as the arch-enemy of the Orthodoxy. And after some 500 years, a fateful encounter with one whom you all know well. No, let us leave the matter for another time.
Don't worry, that other time is, it's coming up quickly. Where's the loot? Oh, it was there. Alright, that's fine. Magic armlets. I don't think I care about those. Or do I? I do. Okay. Those are, Lost. Okay. Sure, why not? Stronger healing, stronger physical attacks. Any other good accessories I can get out here? Lemia's tiara, that would do attack, right? Immune to charm. Some magic attack. Physical defense. Sure, okay. I probably want my healer to not be charmed ever. Probably. Alright, what do we got here?
A battlefield landscape?
It represents the long and hard-fought war between the Orthodoxy and we denizens of darkness. For 500 years, my thirst for vengeance remained unsated. It had also been 500 years since the Orthodoxy had been founded. The world was in the midst of an age of seafaring and piracy. Compared to the great exchange of ideas and information, the once hallowed Orthodoxy began to lose its luster. The authority of the Grand Patriarch and the Orthodoxy itself began to wane. Fearing irrelevancy, the Grand Patriarchy acted rashly to regain its authority. This led to the unusual decision to select a commoner, the gifted young Yuliana, for an important task.
Yuliana?
Yuliana? Sage Yuliana?
Yes, indeed. At age 20, the young Yuliana became High Inquisitor of the Crystal Orthodoxy.
It's hard to believe he ever was young.
It was no laughing matter, for there was no one more skilled at rooting out enemies of the faith than he. The shadowy ones, those who had been working against the Orthodoxy, were crushed by the host he led. In the several decades that saw him age, I cannot count the number of times we have crossed swords, he and I. In the great battle waged on the Karka Plain, the might of our clashing forces rent the very earth into a vast rift.
You mean the rift under Isen Bridge?
In the battle at the foot of Mount Fragmentum, our armies smote the mountain to its very roots.
So that's how that ravine was created.
And in the battle fought on the Harina Plain, the once fertile earth was reduced to desolation. The loss of that fertile plain is believed to have ushered in the downfall of the Harina dynasty.
To think any sort of battle could change the face of the earth so.
We fought our final battle 1800 years ago on the Norende Heights in the land of Kaldisla.
The Norende Heights? That's where the Great Chasm opened up!
In the end, Yuliana, High Inquisitor of the Crystal Orthodoxy, utterly defeated me. Lord DeRosso, leader of the Shadows.
You were defeated? But you're here with us today.
Yes, well, there was more to that final battle than meets the eye. You see, I ceded the glory of victory to young Yuliana that day. I say young in my reckoning, for he was already 100 then. Yuliana returned triumphantly to Eternia with what he claimed to be my remains. What he brought them was not human. And when the Templar attacked the head temple 15 years past, it is said they found my tomb deep underground. Ever dreading the darkness and my return, the Orthodoxy kept those duplicitous remains under arcane seal for over 1,000 years. 'Tis a tale replete with irony, is it not?
So yeah, the pervy old dude is actually like super old. He's about 1900 years old. And he and DeRosso were enemies once upon a time. High Inquisitor of the Crystal Orthodoxy. Probably why he's able to make those vestal garments. That Agnès needs to wear for crystal-based rituals. We're almost there. We're almost at the end.
That is Sage Yuliana.
I think.
Yes, indeed. No one would mistake such a man for young now. Having put down the blood-sucking Lord DeRosso, bane of the Crystal Orthodoxy, he became the first ever commoner to become an archbishop. Perhaps it was a small honor they threw his way, for he was already 101 years old and would not long count among the living.
That makes it sound despicable.
Agreed. The truth is, however, that was when Yuliana's plot was at its most clever.
The Sage's plot? What was he plotting?
He was taking measures to separate you Vestals and the faithful among the people from the Orthodoxy's corruption. After serving some 80 years, he had witnessed firsthand how corrupt the institution had become. Should nothing be done, It would not be long before the putrid poison would do harm to the most innocent of the faith. So it was he vowed to rid the Orthodoxy of the source of this poison, the concentration of power.
But how?
How
For the
indeed.
great feat of defeating me, Yuliana had been made Archbishop, but in name only. But such was not key to his plot. Timing was the key. The proper time to separate the Vestals and the faithful from the Orthodoxy.
And just what timing would that be?
The great upthrust of the Eternian Highlands. At the time, the Highlands were not so formidable as they are today. But a colossal movement of earth and rock thrust the Highlands to lofty heights, thereby isolating Eternia from the world.
Hold on a moment. He was waiting for the Earth to move? How could he have known when such an event would take place?
I shall tell you in time. For now, I will say this. Yuliana bided his time till the Orthodoxy was cut off from the world. And at last, it happened. The Highlands ringing Eternia did thrust up to about half its height today. The Orthodoxy-ruled Eternia now found itself completely isolated, for this was an age preceding the airship. And while the Earth Crystal remained in their keep, control of the crystals of fire, water, and wind was returned to their respective temples. This, what you believe to be the true form of crystalism, is the fruit of Yuliana's efforts.
That was the sage's doing? I won't ever call him a miserable old lech again.
He's still a miserable old lech.
Sage!
I want to say there are only 7 floors, but there might be an 8th one. No, there are only 7. Okay. There are 8 stories. 8 chapters.
What is that glowing jewel-like object? I could swear I've seen something like that before.
I believe you have seen a similar sight countless times. It is known as an asterisk.
An asterisk? As in those objects we possess?
Yes, indeed. The second stage in Yuliana's plot against the Orthodoxy's authority was to deprive them of the power to grant vocations.
Grant vocations? I'm afraid I don't follow.
Give them jobs, Adia.
Before Yuliana intervened, special approval was required to change vocations within the Crystal Orthodoxy. In this way, the institution grew rich through fat profits they called alms.
Oh, so the Orthodoxy cornered the job market and the fees to participate therein?
In layman's terms, yes. But Yuliana exposed this fact before the reigning Grand Patriarch. It was then that Yuliana approached panicked high officials and the Grand Patriarch himself with a proposal of pure genius. He showed them a stone known as an asterisk, saying the granting of vocation should be based on it, overseen by the Orthodoxy. Those who sought such vocations would apply to the Orthodoxy and pay a fair price. Anyone with the means to pay could thus learn a new job.
That's no different from the old system where people had to pay alms.
No different indeed. But the Grand Patriarch and his officials had not but the material profits of the Orthodoxy in mind. Hence, they accepted Yuliana's proposal without question, even appointing him to the important position of overseeing the new asterisk system.
I fail to see how that really changed anything.
Well, it did far more than you would guess, for he was the only one who knew how to make the asterisk stones.
Why, that wily old fox?
So it was Yuliana robbed the Orthodoxy of its authority to grant jobs and took it for himself.
What of the Orthodoxy's profits? Wouldn't they demand Yuliana transfer the proceeds to their coffers?
Yuliana was long gone. Abandoning the seat of Archbishop, he fled with his knowledge of the Asterisk craft.
The jobs are actually like an actual magic thing, I guess. I mean, that's how I've been learning new abilities. It's through these asterisks. I think. I don't know. Maybe there are more details forthcoming. I kind of don't remember.
He also took arms and armor the Orthodoxy had seized from around the world. Items of such power that their use was forbidden. He took them all and sealed them away in a hidden location. They now lie secreted away against the day the Orthodoxy's tyranny or some other impending doom threatens the people. He then hid himself in Yuliana Woods until those who knew him reached the end of their natural lives.
I wonder if those are the blue chests.
But that did not take long, for I led the forces of the shadows to ensure their swift demise. I had always believed the Crystal Orthodoxy required not but the crystals, the Vestals, and the faithful. With the institution free of corruption, I returned to my homeland of Eternia after a 700-year absence. Where my family's castle once stood, I built a fortress of ice from whence I have been watching over the Orthodoxy's head temple. Meanwhile, Yuliana retired to that land to tend to the Vestals, but you know of that better than I.
Say Juliana.
Well, I'm sure when you're a vampire, even a fake vampire, you get used to it. Lilith's Rod. Is that an upgrade for Ring a Bell? Which one's strong? Okay. Wizard's Rod. Yeah, okay. Trigger's Aspers. Definitely want to save. Here's the man himself.
I commend you for making it this far.
Oh, no more paintings?
The final painting lies beyond this throne. I shall reveal it to you if you defeat me in battle.
What?
The last test is a test of strength. I shall only reveal the painting to those whom I deem worthy. One might also say that there is no need for those who are unworthy to lay their eyes upon it. But be forewarned, I am a formidable foe. I trust you are well prepared.
Let us do battle. Am I prepared? I don't know. We'll see what he's got. And if I have to make any adjustments afterwards, then I suppose I will. That's a hell of a start. Definitely want to mug him though. Probably want to get the heal out quick as I can. Can I do poison shenanigans? Uh-oh, not Bone Crush.
Come, sacred
Oh,
light!
worked out. Bone Crush is an ability that deals damage based on the target's missing health. In other words, whatever damage they've taken gets doubled. So it hurts. As long as you're hurt. Which I'm trying to deal with. just whiffed with his magic spell. I'll take it. Oh, rude.
I saved this for you.
The other thing DeRosso likes to do is, at least as a vampire, is he can drain various things, including brave points. So that's rude. But so far, he's not nearly as bad as the dragons have been. So far, I gotta throw that caveat in there. There we go. Keep things alive. Oh right, I want to keep mugging. Ooh, Mega looks like. Better believe I'll take that. Alright, so far he's looking a lot more predictable, which is to say, if he gets extra BP, he will use Energy Burst. In which case I need to retort with Rampart. And repeat as needed. Oh, actually. That'll look bad. Piercing bolt, sure.
I'm bored of you.
Yeah, this is going way better than the dragons, I think. Buff special.
Come, sacred light!
This should do me some good. Cura just be... Okay. Ah, Bone Crush goes through Rampart, but it's fine because everyone's healed.
Let's start the show.
That count? Okay, that counted. The special music did not run out. Got some good magic evasion going, apparently. Everything is going fine. Oh, why am I attacking? I should be casting magic. Get this back up. That's not ideal. Montez, go. Thank you. Yes. Give me that good BP.
Come, sacred light!
Just in time. Beautiful. I should prioritize these properly. Okay, physical defense first, then the other two. Sure would be great if I had access to level 5 black magic. Oh, 2 crits in a row. Alright. Okay, that's fine.
Get lost!
We'll do it. Let's see. Come on, DeRosso. How much could you have left in the tank? He's got to be on the ropes. I know he's not actually on the ropes yet, though. Crit rate up. Yeah, let's do that. Go quickly. Oh no! Oh wait, nope, that's fine. Oh good. I was just in time to keep the special streak going. Now we've added some critical rate to the mix. Even if it's not particularly powerful. If I had magical criticals on, say, Ring a Bell, that would be fantastic.
How can this be? The immortal Lester DeRosso has been defeated?
Oh, okay. He actually was defeated. The vampire has an ability that I thought would come into play. It did not. And I'm very grateful for that. So, Genome Drain, that ability listed right there, the specialty. All this game, we haven't had a blue mage. Well, now we do. The vampire is the one that that learns abilities, copies them from enemies. They also learn other abilities to absorb stats. So the only one we saw him use was that Battle Thirst, which he can use to drain DP. That one is pretty good, but he can also like drain attack, defense, magic, resistance, lower the enemies and buff up his own. It's a pretty solid class. Like the stats are kind of all around. But just as good with physical weapons. Good physical attacker and magical attacker.
Word. Behold the final painting.
The thing I might be misremembering is one of the abilities that the vampire can learn later on is Rise from the Dead, where at the end of any given turn, if someone who's a vampire is dead, there is a chance that they will just automatically revive. But pointedly, that's got to be at the end of the turn. Also, I want to just tell a little bit of a story. When I first played this game way back when, after I got the vampire asterisk, I just walked away. I did not see the final painting for like the longest time. And I went through the rest of the game and the quest marker was still there, and I was like, why? I already have the asterisk. What more could they possibly want from me? The answer is to inspect the painting. The final painting.
This
Oops.
painting.
It is the angel descended from the heavens during my final battle against Juliana.
An angel?
When we last did battle 1800 years ago, the battle raged 100 days. The mountains of Norende rent asunder. Knowing the battle was reaching its end, I mustered the last of my strength to cast my greatest of spells. As my final attack surged forth, the angel did descend from the skies over Norende.
Okay, but
Are
imagine
you sure it was an angel?
a JRPG battle
Verily
that actually
so,
lasts 100
for
days.
there are no other words to describe her. For a moment, Juliana and I stood captivated. Before we realized it, our struggle was forgotten. We both tended to the angel. But the angel lost her light. Her wings were shattered and her body torn asunder. There seemed little hope she would live. When she came to her senses, she trembled with fear. Yet with little remaining strength in her body, she made unto us an appeal.
What appeal? What did the angel say to you?
Here, she passed from this world. She slipped in and out of consciousness over many a day. In between ever-growing periods of unconsciousness, it was all she could do to mutter incoherently. A trap most vile, such a fool am I, the warriors of light, if it's not too late. These she would repeat over and over. When she did come to her senses, she would speak of the calamity that had befallen her. She spoke of how Luxembourg was on the brink of doom, and spoke with precision of the events that has heralded its coming. She herself was surprised to find that she knew of details of our past, and events of the future as well. The struggle between the old faith and orthodoxy, the tragedy that would befall my family, my immortality, even events of the distant future.
The distant future?
Yes, for the angel spoke of events that have not come to pass even now. Events that await you in your future. She told of a bringer of evil who would appear in the guise of one friendly to the Vestals and seduce them into unleashing chaos in the name of awakening the crystals. This evil one would destroy Luxembourg by piercing the boundary that protects this world, and the opening of a great rift that sunders the earth shall herald its coming.
The Great Chasm.
The angel told of many other omens here the great chasm would open. The light of earth shall raise up the north, and a deathly plague shall cover all the lands. Then shall a great rift rend the earth. She then entrusted me with a certain task, one that only an immortal such as I could fulfill.
What sort of task could only an immortal fulfill?
That I cannot say, for she swore me to secrecy, but thereupon she quietly passed from this world. For 3 days and 3 nights, my former mortal enemy Yuliana and I spoke of what had transpired. Ultimately, we vowed to join forces to prepare for the coming doom of which the angel had foretold.
Well, that's kind of a ill omen.
Lord DeRosso, there is one last matter I fail to understand.
Maybe it was that I teleported after
Why
out of this.
Yuliana and I forgave the rebel Templar, even rendering him aid?
Yes.
Yuliana and I conspired in a masquerade. He rose through the Orthodoxy's ranks for vanquishing me, and I went into hiding. That was when the first of the angel's omens came to be. The land's ringing Eternia began to rise. While the second omen, the plague, had not yet come to pass, we continued to watch over the crystals and the Orthodoxy. So did 1,700 years pass in relative peace, save for a handful of suspicious crises surrounding the crystals. It was not till 30 years ago that the omens returned as if out of legend. First, the land's ringing Eternia began to rise once more. 10 years later, the Great Plague struck, whereupon I knew the Great Chasm was coming. It was then that we began our preparations to strike. It was evident from this series of events that the crystals were involved in some manner. Before the appearance of the Great Chasm, we would assault the temples and seize the crystals. We readied our forces for this plan. I entrusted the task to the Templar, a former cleric of the Orthodoxy. He was also to lead the newly mustered host.
Oh, Father.
While far from infallible, that was the best response I could manage for the coming of the Great Chasm. But I was soon faced with another problem, for the Orthodoxy began conspiring to hold the grand ritual in a bid to regain authority.
Uh-oh, not a grand ritual.
Grand ritual? But that is forbidden. It raises the energy long accumulated within a crystal to a cataclysmic level.
Indeed, and the Templar feared the heavy toll it would exact upon the crystal. He counseled us to dispatch our forces to the head temple with the greatest of haste. Were we to overlook the grand ritual and focus upon the coming great chasm? Or was the ritual the event that would bring upon the chasm? To wait or attack? The Templar and I could not agree, and so it was. He alone decided to lead a great host against the head temple and the Temple of the Crystal.
That is why my father did what he did?
As I have said before, the Templar is not the sort to send troops into battle over private matters, be they concerned with his wife or not. We threw our backing behind the Templar-led forces. Forever did we believe in his tireless resolve and action. And though the one we backed is the one you have defeated, that is perhaps but a small link in the great chain of events of which the angel foretold.
So there was kind of a lot there. That explains, or that's supposed to explain, the reason why Adia's father has been doing all this. It wasn't that he had a problem with the crystals, it was more that he had a problem with the Orthodoxy, which it was controlling the crystals. That's why he has been fighting for several years now to take control of the crystals. It hasn't worked out for him, but that was his aim. He was trying to prevent some great cataclysm from happening. He didn't want the great chasm to open up. He didn't want the seas to rot. Didn't want the wind to stop. Didn't want the volcano to go out of control. But that ended up happening anyway. Pretty much all of that ended up happening. But it's cool. It's cool. We've awakened the crystals. There wasn't any kind of grand ritual. We've managed to, well, fix the oceans, bring back the wind, calm a volcano, all that good stuff. All we have to do now is find this pillar of light. And luckily, I see exactly where it is on the map. However, well, first I want to get to a point where I can actually climb into the airship again. That's going to be the most important. Right this way. This is spot? Yeah, that's the spot. Right, so that part that DeRosso said, that warning he had about the crystals, that's fine. It's fine. That didn't come to pass. We're about to save the world, but we're going to do that next time, because that quest was a bit of a doozy all on its own.